Namaste students, Vanakkam. My name is Gyanendra Kumar. I am biology NEET faculty. Basically, I used to teach for NEET exams. So today we'll see a very important topic, that is endosymbiotic theory. Right? Student, this endosymbiotic theory you will find it in the NEET syllabus, cell topic also and evolution topic also. So let's see what is this endosymbiotic theory. See, this endosymbiotic theory was given by two scientists. One scientist name was Constantine and another scientist name was Lian. Right? And what this endosymbiotic theory explains, it explains that all eukaryotic cells, they originated from prokaryotic cell. Eukaryotic cell originated from prokaryotic cell, students. Right? We all know that eukaryotic cells are those cells which have well defined nucleus. They have nuclear membrane, and that nuclear membrane absent in prokaryotic cell. Right? So according to Constantine and Lian, this eukaryotic cell actually they came from prokaryotic cell. Question is that how actually, what is proof for it? So let's see. They actually compare it. Proof they given actually of mitochondria. Proof they given of actually, that is chloroplast. Mitochondria, chloroplast. We all know mitochondria is a cell organelle present in the all eukaryotic cells. Chloroplast is a cell organelle present in plant kingdom cell. In the cytoplasm they are present, right? They compare the features of mitochondria and chloroplast with prokaryote, means bacteria. Prokaryotes means bacteria, right? And what they find it, let's see. Right? What is, students, what is, you all tell me, what is genetic material present in the prokaryotes? We all know our prokaryotes genetic material is circular DNA. We all know our prokaryote genetic material is circular DNA, right? It is finded that even in mitochondria also, mitochondrial matrix, circular DNA was present, right? Okay. In chloroplast also circular DNA was present, right? Okay. In our prokaryote, students, in our prokaryotes, guys, in our prokaryotes, which kind of ribosomes are present? In our prokaryote, basically it is 70S ribosomes, right? 70S ribosomes are present in prokaryotes, right? Same type of 70S ribosomes was present in this mitochondria also. 70S ribosomes was present in mitochondria also. Our prokaryote divide by binary fission. Right? Even this mitochondria also divide, and this mitochondria also divide by binary fission, right? And chloroplast even also divide by binary fission, like prokaryotes only, like bacteria only, right? Our bacteria have not histone protein around its DNA, and even this mitochondria and chloroplast have also not histone protein around this DNA, right? So as they have feature of, even they are cell organelle, even they are part of eukaryotic cell, but they have still all features of, all important feature of independent cell. That's why we call this mitochondria and chloroplast as a semi-autonomous cell organelles. Not completely autonomous, but semi-autonomous cell organelle. Actually. Cell organelle. Right? Because like a normal cell, like a normal bacteria, they can replicate their DNA also, they can form protein also, they can form RNA also, right? So it's quite striking feature that says that prokaryotes, mitochondria and chloroplast have same origin. So according to Lian and Constantine, at very starting, means billions of years before, this mitochondria was actually one proteobacteria. 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 Our chloroplast was actually a nitrogen fixating cyanobacteria. Nitrogen fixating cyanobacteria. Okay, they taken actually they were one was proteobacteria, our mitochondria was proteobacteria, right, and chloroplast was cyanobacteria. By any reason they taken shelter in eukaryotic cell, they taken shelter in eukaryotic cell, and later they became part of eukaryotic cell, and from proteobacteria they became mitochondria, and from cyanobacteria they became chloroplast, right. So student, this is what endosymbiotic theory, right. Now what is important about need here, which kind of DNA present in the mitochondria? So students, mitochondria have actually circular DNA. Which kind of DNA present in our chloroplast? So that is circular DNA. What percentage of the, if we have a cell, right, and you know the major part of the DNA is present in the cell nucleus, what percentage of DNA present in the mitochondria? So if you'll see, only 1% of total DNA of the cell present in the mitochondria, right. Is it like that this mitochondria or chloroplast cells, chloroplast genome, they are showing any kind of inheritance? Of course they are showing inheritance, right. So this is what student, endosymbiotic theory. Thank you. Remaining we'll see in the next class. Bye students.